The phone rang. It was her, my mother. Her voice was shaky. "Your brother. He's been in an accident." I closed my eyes. Tight. Too tight. The words didn't sting. But something in me, something cold and distant, shifted. I hadn't heard from them in 5 years. 5 long years since that day. The day my brother and my fiancé betrayed me. The day my family sided with them. I didn't flinch. I didn't react. I simply listened to my mother's trembling voice spill her pity. "I know it's been a long time, but I thought you'd want to know." I didn't speak for a long moment. I hadn't wanted to know. Not then, not now. But karma. Karma always has a way of reminding you of the past. It started as a whisper, a quiet suspicion. That day, my engagement day, I had stepped out to make a call. When I came back, everything had already shattered. The way she looked at me, that empty gaze, like I was nothing more than a stranger. The way he smiled. It was all there, clear as day. They weren't even hiding it. My brother, my flesh and blood, had his hands all over her. My fiancée, the woman I was about to marry. It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a misunderstanding. I could see it. The way she held her, the way she melted into him, the way they both knew. I stood in the doorway, unable to speak, unable to move. The truth was too brutal to swallow. I didn't confront them then, not then. I needed space. I needed time to think. But I didn't need much. It didn't take long for me to realize the truth. They weren't just having an affair. They had been planning it, long before my engagement day. The betrayal was more than a physical one. It was everything. They knew what they were doing, and they didn't care. I walked away that day. I walked away from everything, from her, from him, from my family. I didn't say goodbye. I didn't need to. They weren't my family anymore. The years went by, and I lived my life in silence, detached, cold, calculated. I worked. I moved on. I built my life back, slowly. But the truth stayed with me, always. It never let me go. I needed to know. I needed confirmation. I knew what they'd done, but I couldn't let it sit like this. I started looking. I watched. I observed. Her social media, his messages, the things they'd hidden, the lies they'd told. It wasn't hard to find. The affair, the secret meetings. And then, there it was. A single email. It was a contract, a joint business venture. They had been planning it together, their future, behind my back. It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a slip. It was a plan. I had all the evidence I needed. I didn't need to confront them, not yet. I had something better in mind. 5 years. 5 years of silence. I stood in front of them again. My brother, my ex-fiancé. They didn't see me coming. She looked at me like she hadn't seen me in years. He looked at me like he always had, like I was beneath him. "I've been watching you," I said quietly. My voice was calm, too calm. They didn't say anything. They just stared. I reached into my pocket and pulled out the email. I didn't need to say anything more. I handed it to her. She froze. The color drained from her face. She looked up at him. His face went pale too. They had been planning this for years. All the lies, all the secrecy, all of it, laid bare before them. Her hands shook as she reached for her phone. "I, I never meant for it to go this far," she whispered. I didn't say a word. I didn't need to. They were broken. They couldn't lie anymore. "I already knew," I said. My voice was flat. Her eyes shot up. I saw the panic in her gaze. I saw the panic in his, too. "You thought I didn't know," I continued, my voice steady. "But I've known the whole time. She opened her mouth to speak, but nothing came out. There were no words left, no excuses, no justifications. I didn't need to hear them. I turned to walk away. I didn't look back. I didn't need to. Their world had crumbled, and they knew it. They couldn't hide from the truth anymore. I had nothing left to say to them. I left them there, broken, speechless, and for the first time in years, I felt nothing. There were no tears, no rage, just clarity. The truth had been exposed, and it was everything I needed. I had won, without saying a word. They thought they could take everything from me, but I had taken back my power. I didn't need them, not anymore. And as I walked away, I knew I would never look back.